Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and in this video we're going to have a PSA pack return. I can't remember when I even submitted these. Let's see if it says so here on this top. March 21st, due July 28th, and I got it back today. It's the end of August, so let's see. I haven't pulled them out yet. I am aware of a few of the cards because I had some upcharges. Which, man, the upcharges were a lot more than I was expecting. You can see there's a fossil pack right there. There we go. We're going to start off with this. Let's see if I can. I always do it backwards. All right, so we have a red logos fossil pack. These are light, which is actually a good thing, or it used to be anyways, because you were trying to get the 1999 2000 rares out of these packs, but, you know, now the hollows, I mean, the Dragonite, it's got it taken off, so is Gengar and a few others, but pulled a 9 on that one. All right, now here are the Australian base set packs as well. I don't know what order these are in. Are they in numerical order? It's showing that they are. It said that this was the first box, so I don't know why I would have had one fossil then one base. Okay, maybe they're not in order. All right, there's another fossil red logo. So we pulled a 9 on the first one, a 9 on that one, and a 9 on that Aerodactyl, which I would think that I have 2 of each of the fossil then, since I've got 2 of the Aerodactyl. Nice. Pulled a 10 on the Lapras. I had a guy who bought some of these off of me and asked me to submit them for him. Typically don't do middlemaning stuff, but I was like, all right, you know, for this price I would. He ended up getting, I think, a 9, 10, 10, which is really good. Ooh, look at that. Another 10 on the Lapras. I'm down with that. And then we pulled an 8 on the Zapdos, so one lonely 8. Now, I do have 2 more boxes to go through. I don't think any of these had upcharges. The red logos packs, they just have so few sales. I don't think it's one of those things where it's like, okay, we're going to have to upcharge you, because typically I want to say that they base that off of sales that they find online. And, you know, and this is tight. Okay, super tight. There we go. And so if they can't find any sales online or on eBay, then how are they going to upcharge you? All right, so we have a black triangle Blastoise art pack for base set. That one pulled the 9. Ooh, a 10. I want to say that the Blastoise 10, I got upcharged from $29.99 per pack to $150 because it puts it over the $1,000 value. It's weird how they kind of block it off, but yeah, it was like a significant increase. It was 5 times as much. Same thing with this one. Got a 10 on that black triangle. And this one as well. And then it was the same bracket for the Charizard black triangle. So I did really good on these. You know, crazy enough, some of these might actually be heavy packs because a lot of them weighed over 21, but I just took like the 9 heaviest out of the constructed box that I had, which was all like 21.4 and higher. But a lot of the ones that were 21.2 and lower, I just said, you know what, let's just send them off or sell them as light. Got another 10. I'm pretty sure this is the highlight of the submission. Man, look at that. Maybe the Blastoise got marked up to $50 because I know there was 2 of them that got marked up to 50. Well, there was only 3 of those there. Let's see what else we have. We have this last box here. There's not as many in this one. Yeah, let me make sure I don't have much information that people don't know about already, but you know, just in case. There we go. I think these are the ones that were marked up to 50. So I had a black triangle Venusaur, and then another black triangle Venusaur. So these base set packs, they did really good, the ones that were with the black triangle variant on them. And almost looks like a little bit of a crack there, but no. So I was happy with the results on these. It took a while for them to get back, but really not that bad. If you went through the COVID area with Pokemon and grading with PSA, or anybody for that matter, but mostly PSA, then you get stuff back in 3 or 4 months. I mean, that's really not that bad compared to over 2 years. I mean, majority of people were 1 to 2 years, but some of us had specific submissions that ran into issues and they took longer than 2 years, which is kind of crazy. So the reason they marked these up to where they were, and I didn't contest the prices either, because I think this value where it goes from $30 to $50 a pack, it's It's like if it's between $500 and $1,000 in value. And so I completely agree. I think that's where these would be, the Venusaur Black Triangle. And these might even be over 1,000, but there probably aren't any sales really backing that up. But with the Blastoise and Charizard, I'm not sure there's many sales with the Charizard that back it up, but there are sales with the Blastoise, and some of them are my own, so it'd be hard to argue against my own sales. I believe I want to say they were like $1,200 or $1,300, something like that on eBay. So the Charizard artwork should be more than the Blastoise, or at least the same. So for the tiers that they put them into, I agree with that. I don't really like upcharges in general. I think it incentivizes the grader too much, but it is what it is. I understand why they do it, because they have to ensure this not only for now, but future, the value for what it's going to be in the future. If something ever happens, something changes to where this case isn't actually able to hold these cards for that value, or something happens where somebody was playing a trick and they sealed up fake packs or whatever, and how they're going to cover it. So I understand why PSA does the upcharges. They base it off the insurance value, and there's other factors as well. But for me, I wish they didn't do it, because I don't like paying the extra money for the upcharges. Nobody does, right? But at the same time, if you didn't have something like that, then everybody would just submit at the lowest value. And typically what I do is I submit at a value that is lower, and then if you get upcharged, that's great. But because usually the upcharge only happens if it gets that gem mint 10. I'm not guaranteed to get a 10. I mean, I couldn't tell you probably what's the difference between this 9 and this 10, but this one didn't get an upcharge, and of course that one did. And so, but this one is going to yield that extra value because it says gem mint 10 on it. That's just kind of how the game works, or it has almost always worked with cards, trading cards in general. Who knows if it'll be like that in the future, but I imagine so. It's always been like that. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Just a quick PSA pack return. Let me know what you think of my results. I think they were really good, especially for the packs that I sent in, and so I'm definitely happy when I get 10s.